Hot dogs and a cold chill. We go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance, crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand, living life like we planned. Let's up and go. We won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's up and go. We'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ten and 4, 14 games. It says they're muted.
Of course.
There we
Classic.
go.
Classic Mario.
Still here.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Talk about classic me. Okay. So, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Let's redo kick here. Let's try that again. Welcome in. Today we've got Week 15 Pick Ems coming at you, ladies and gentlemen. And we have a new leader. Last week, Santino finished the week 10 and 4. I went 5 and 9. So a very bad week for me. A very good week for Santino. I am now sitting at 25 and 16 after the last 3 pick'ems we've done. Santino is now sitting at 28 and 13.
Doing all right, man. Thank you, man. I'm doing good. Appreciate it, DJ Gene.
Good to hear. What's up, brother? Yeah, talk to us, man. Tell us how you feel after that win last week, bro.
I mean, I knew it was coming. Your picks were awful. No.
They were pretty
bad,
man, bro.
It was a hard week. There was a lot of close games. There was a lot of big upsets. I mean, I know I picked the Vikings out of just going for it, but I didn't expect a shutout the way that happened.
Well, and neither of us expected the Saints to beat the Buccaneers last week. Neither of us expected the Tennessee Titans to win over the Browns last week. So, yeah, by the way, glad you're healthy. So Santino, back in the saddle, ladies and gentlemen. We are live for another one. And scrolling by at the bottom of the screen right now, you will see we are still doing our trivia quiz today. It will be at 8:30 p.m., so in about 1 hour, guys. Santino and I are actually going to run through today's pick'ems a little faster than we normally do, and at the end of this live stream, I want all of you guys to join me for the pick'ems. Last week, it was 50 tokens to play. This week, it is absolutely free, so free to anybody. Free to anybody. So no skin off your backside and nothing but upside going into our trivia quiz tonight. What's going on, Eric Dexter? What up, Val Jorge in the house? Robert Zamora, Earth Citizen, DJ Gene, LaShawn Korb, Brian, welcome in. Owen Gamba, Mr. Detroit City. We got Courtney in the house. We got Lauren Diaz, Jay Mullen. We got a squad today. Gray 59, welcome in. Daniels Forrest, Ella Korb, Travis Morgan, my goodness, Curtis 2K, Daniel Forrest. Rock and roll, guys. Rock and roll. All right, guys. So the question has been made. The die have been cast. Santino, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Atlanta Falcons. Who will win this week and why?
Right off the back, I'm going surprise pick. I'm picking the Falcons. I was feeling it. Tampa Bay, I don't trust. They just lost to the Saints. Baker's not Bacon. I mean, they don't know how to put together an offense. They're stuck in 3rd and long all game long. And Falcons are looking better. Bijan is getting better and better as the season went on. And, I mean, their defense is still doing okay. I'm taking the Falcons. Upset.
I'm totally not going to agree with you. Look at that. A split right off the bat. I swear we did not plan this, guys. I have no idea who Santino is planning to pick today. I'm taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, bro. They are 4.5-point favorites coming into this game. I understand they're on the road, but they are actually playing for their playoff lives right now. They are barely clinging on to that number 4 spot in the NFC. And right now, nipping at their heels, they've got the Carolina Panthers looking to get the win over the Saints. If the Buccaneers drop this game, they are going to find themselves on the outside looking in. And Chris Godwin, questionable coming into this. Emeka Egbuka should be healthy coming into this. If Baker Mayfield is feeling up to par, I think the Buccaneers should have a pretty easy shot of taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons have just flat out been bad, bro. All season, the Falcons have just flat out been bad.
I know they haven't been great, but the Buccaneers started good, and they're ending quite the opposite.
Well, they're not 27th in points per game or 31st in third down conversions, so I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Well, I mean, that's, it's not honestly that big of a spread. It's really not that big of a difference between the two teams when you look at them from a statistical standpoint. But I think Tampa Bay's the right choice. So, split decision?
Split decision.
Chat, what do you guys think? Lance Bauer saying hope all is well. George of the Jungle checking in right now. Jungle George calls Fins up for life. Sup, Santino says owl on the prowl. Mr. Gator saying hello to you as well. Bucks by 3 says bum dude. Okay. Zach saying Bucks by 3. Eric Dexter saying great choice, Mario. I like it, Eric. Okay. So I already wrote down Santino going 0-1 to start right now. So he's already going 0-1. I feel good about it. I feel good. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the next one here. As promised, we're probably going to run through these pretty quickly as we get warmed up into our $250 trivia quiz coming up at the end of this live stream, guys. So don't go anywhere. We do have that on the horizon. But the next game is an AFC North showdown here. And this is a really interesting matchup because on Thanksgiving, the Bengals handled the Ravens in Baltimore. I wonder if the Ravens are going to be able to answer back in kind. So I'm going to ask the chat first, who will win, Ravens or Buccaneers? Or I'm sorry, Ravens or Bengals? Ravens or Bengals for this matchup, chat? What are we thinking? The one with the B will win. I guess that doesn't help very much, but you know what? You are absolutely right about that, bum dude. You are absolutely right. The Ravens with the B on the bird and the Bengals with the B as their logo. Eric saying Cincinnati, Val saying Ravens, Courtney saying Ravens. John saying hello. What up, John? Welcome in. Ravens, they have Lamar back now, says Lauren Diaz. Jermaine saying Bengals. Santino, talk to me, brother. How are you feeling about this particular matchup?
This game, I think, is a tough one. I mean, it's worth talking about that the Ravens obviously still have a small chance at the playoffs if the Steelers go down this week. Bengals aren't really in it anymore. I think they got a 1% chance the last time I checked the NFL playoffs. So if everything in the crystal ball goes right, the Bengals are in it. Otherwise, what's the point? They're going to be putting their team up against the Ravens, possibly hurting Burrow again for the second time this year. I just think the Ravens got more to play for.
I agree with that. So does that mean you're taking the Ravens' final answer?
I'm taking the Ravens this week.
Okay, 53% of the chat has gone with the Cincinnati Bengals. 53, that's a very close spread right now. And Vegas seems to think it's going to be a close spread too, guys. Vegas has this game at 2.5 points. And the Ravens are road favorites coming into this one. I would not be surprised, though, if the Bengals got another win. I don't think the Bengals would be helping themselves out as much as they would be helping out the Steelers with a win. Jackson is inconsistent, says TM Martin.
True.
Jackson is inconsistent. Joe Burrow also, having Joe Burrow back makes a big difference here for this team. I don't know, chat. I'm kind of hoping that you guys might guide me in the right direction. You are the nation after all. So you guys going 51%. Ravens, ooh, it just changed. It went from Bengals to Ravens just like that, and it's a toss-up. Lance Bauer saying 53% wrong from earlier. Ravens 100, Ravens
100%,
100. Both teams are a little irrelevant. No, says Brandon. I think you're right, man. You know, guys, my initial instinct was going to go with the Bengals since we've got a record of them already beating the Ravens this season. But we also had a record of the Dallas Cowboys losing to the Eagles earlier this season, and that did not seem to repeat. So I do think that the Ravens are going to get the win here as well. I am going to go with the Baltimore Ravens there too, guys.
Ravens.
Sorry to the Bengals fans watching. I do think the Ravens are in a better position and have just more to play for. So backs against the wall. Bengals also backs against the wall. That's going to be a gritty, nasty showdown between those two teams. Bro, Ravens are way better, says Tracy Brown. Tracy saying the Ravens are way better. And Gary saying Cincinnati because Lamar is trash this season.
Ooh.
Trash.
Damn.
I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. Okay, let's move on to our next matchup here, folks. Eagles and Raiders. So talk about two teams that are, well, I would say heading in different directions, but right now the Eagles are also in a bit of a tailspin right now. I'm taking the Eagles on this one. I think that's a pretty obvious one here for most people, but the Raiders are known to upset teams when they've got nothing to lose. So what do you think? What do you think, bro?
I mean, the Eagles have to win this game. If they don't, they're just in free fall mode at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Raiders, they're 2-11. They can't come back to 3-11 with an Eagles W. Like, the Eagles are going to be the laughing stock of what should be the playoffs. But I got to take the Eagles. It should be a pretty self-explanatory game. The Philadelphia is the better team defensively, offensively.
Not even just that, bro, but like when we're looking at draft implications right now too, the Raiders are sitting at the number 2 spot. They can get the number 1 draft pick if they just lose out the rest of the season. For them, even if they make it a close game, they will find a way to lose this game to get that number 1 pick. Like I don't see the Eagles losing this game.
No.
And if they do, it's way more on the Eagles on a I think the highlight of this isn't going to be the Raiders just beat the Eagles. It'll be the Eagles just lost to the Raiders.
Yeah.
There's not really going to be a positive spin on this for anyone if the Eagles lose. Because even if the Raiders win, that does weaken their position for a number 1 overall draft pick. So someone out here in the chat, Courtney, saying the Eagles are already in free fall mode. It should be the Eagles, though, says Tracy Brown. Eagles in a death spiral, says Paul Gregory.
Oh, no.
They kind of are, man. Eagles defense is playing well, even though they've been losing. I mean, how well, though? They're giving up points, you know? Just for the record, guys, if you are betting on that game, the Eagles are 11.5-point favorites, guys. They could turn, but it doesn't feel like this year.
Wow.
Well, and the Raiders are already out of the postseason, man.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no way they make it.
The Raiders going to coast, says TM. I think so, too. There's no reason to get anyone else injured out there. For fantasy football purposes, guys, y'all may want to check into this game. You will still have Ashton Genty for those of you guys who've got him on your fantasy rosters. You might still have, I don't know, I guess in this case you would want to watch A.J. Brown or Devontae Smith or Jalen Hurts or Saquon Barkley. But for the Raiders' purposes, Brock Bowers is still an option out there that you might want to watch. It could just be the consolation prize game, man. Maybe you've got something. But this is the first week of fantasy football playoffs. For those of you who have made the playoffs, congratulations. For the rest of you guys, there's always next year. Okay. On board with this one as well, Santino. Eagles.
Oh, without a doubt.
Chat, 75% Eagles. Let's roll. Okay, guys, next matchup here, Cardinals and Texans. Cardinals also eliminated from the postseason. Houston Texans are sitting at number 7, technically in the playoffs right now. I think the Houston Texans should win this game. The Birds are going to fight. The Cardinals are going to be fighting for something right here because they don't have one of the top 5 picks in this year's draft, interestingly enough. But I don't see the Texans losing this game either. So, chat, let's ask you guys. I'll end this poll and we'll put up another one. Who will win this game? Is it going to be the Houston Texans or is it going to be the Arizona Cardinals? Who will win? I'll tell you right now, man. I am so enamored with the Houston Texans defense. DeMeco Ryans' defense has been incredible to watch, dude. It's like, bro, straight up. Like, when I watch that defense, I'm cheesing the whole time because I know they're going to do something good on the defensive side of the football. And I feel like a fool for betting against DeMeco Ryans' defense last week and taking the Kansas City Chiefs. I will not make that mistake this week, man. Texans all the way right now. I'm a believer.
Yeah, man. They're the best defense in the league, arguably, if not very close. I don't think the Cardinals have what it takes to stop them, especially with a few of their own line doubtful and questionable. I think Jacoby Brissett's going to be on the run for the majority of the game.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I trust the line. I think the Texans might keep it close, but I think it's just a Texans win.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty obvious one here too. Another game spread that's just on the cusp of double digits. Vegas got this game with the Texans 9.5. 9.5, at home in Houston at NRG Stadium, postseason on the line. I mean, I don't know. Marco saying, I don't like none out of them, says Marco Jordan.
None of them.
I mean, you're looking at an NFC and an AFC team, and one that's already eliminated. The Cardinals might also be looking for playoff positioning here. Texans looking for a rise in the postseason right now. Ahead of them in the postseason, you've still got the Buffalo Bills right ahead of them. You've also got the Chargers, who we're about to talk about, that are coming up in another AFC West divisional matchup immediately after this game. That'll be our next slide. But it only makes sense for the Texans to win. The Texans are not going to lose to Jacoby Brissett. And you know what I mean, dude? Like, that's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen.
There's no way.
So, Houston Texans all day.
Words.
Chat, any final words on this? Can anyone make a case for the Arizona Cardinals? Can anybody make a case for the Arizona Cardinals? Trey McBride might be worth watching. Marvin Harrison Jr. might be back for that game. That could be the only things really that I see for Arizona. Arizona came in with a solid defense, and the Houston Texans offense has been kind of middling here. But anyways, all right, guys, looks like nobody's going to step up to back up the Arizona Cardinals. Let's move on and go to the Chargers and Chiefs. Chargers and Chiefs, guys. This is a good matchup. Santino, why don't you kick us off here? What do you think on this one?
This is a good game, man. I mean, the Chiefs are still fighting for just to be spoke of in the playoffs. They're almost out of the talk, like they're about done. But the Chargers, they still have one of the best defenses in the league right now, and I'm not sure if the Chiefs are prepared for what that's going to happen. Then I think they faced them back in Week 1, right? Isn't this the matchup that was overseas?
That's the Brazil matchup. This is a rematch of the Brazil game, and the Chargers won the first one.
The Chargers won the first one, and I think they're also going to win the second one.
The Chargers looked good in that first game, but in that first game, they were only down Rashawn Slater, and, now he's still out for the Chargers. And the Chargers' offensive line is just beat up, bro. They're taking their licks right there. Joe Alt also possibly done for the season. I don't know if or what the deal is with him. Let me just double check the roster before I start spewing garbage here.
No, you're right. He's still on IR.
Yeah, so they've got some issues right on the offensive line. So hoping, look, Trey Pipkins is questionable. I think he's better than Bobby Hart at right tackle. That's for sure. Good. Okay, so you know what was interesting? First of all, a couple of things about the Chargers. Last week, they got that win against the Philadelphia Eagles. They have got to be riding high after beating last year's Super Bowl champions. And I'm sure that they're going to feel the same way the Dallas Cowboys felt when they beat both Super Bowl teams from last year in back-to-back weeks. That's exactly what the Chargers are lined up to do here. The Chargers, right now, I think they're going to wreck it, dude. I think the Chargers, even going through what they're going through, with questionable players and injury, I think they can still hold up. The defense was able to intercept and force a fumble on Jalen Hurts on one play last week. First time in the Super Bowl era, I think is what I heard. I think it was since I think they changed the stat. It keeps changing. First time I saw it was someone said it was ever. Then someone said it was the first time in the Super Bowl era. Now someone's saying it's the first time since like 1973. But 2 turnovers on one play for Jalen Hurts last week, bro. He's got to be feeling the heat. He's got to be so embarrassed after that. Chiefs Kingdom, though. Chiefs in here. We do have Chiefs fans who have checked in, reading some of these chats right now. The Chargers are too inconsistent. When they show up, they crush it, but a lot of the times they don't even get off the bus. I still think they can pull this one out, though. That's what Jacob says in the chat. Jesus Santiago saying L.A. Chargers, 25 degrees high on Sunday for a California team. -3 is what it's supposed to be. So that could be an issue. Weather could be a big factor, Smoke Burp.
Could be.
Smoke Burp with a big chat right there. Good point. DJ Jean saying that the Chiefs are not trash. They have some bad play calling, though. DJ Jean saying 14 points is a lot. Well, coming into this game, the Chargers are 4.5-point underdogs. 4.5-point underdogs. So Vegas is taking the Kansas City Chiefs by almost 5. Santino is going with the Chargers.
Bolt up, y'all, this week.
I went with the Chiefs last week, and they let me down. They faced a very strong defense, and the Chargers do also have a respectable defense. You see Khalil Mack on the other side of the line. You're gonna respect that defense. Anyways, I'm just gonna trust my gut here, man. I'm gonna take the Chargers. I'm gonna take the Chargers. I'm taking the Chargers too. The Chargers got this, bro, says Jorge. Loud and cold, and that's -3 points, says Smoke Burp. All right, man. Kansas City luck ranks number 32, says Rake Flyer. Randy saying looks good on paper. Chargers are supposed to win, and that's why I'm picking the Chiefs. Go with my gut on this one, not logic, says Randy. Against the number, Chargers. I've got Chargers plus 4.5 in that game, guys, according to covers.com. I got Chargers plus 4.5. I can't lay 4.5 with the Kansas City Chiefs, says go it to OG. Go it to OG. Good pick, says Eric Dexter. All right, guys, got to pick up the pace here. We're towards the back end of the first half. So let's move on to the Browns and the Bears, guys. I took the Bears last week, and I was wrong. I'm taking the Bears this week again. I think I'm going to be right this time. Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears got something to prove. DJ Moore had a terrible day. The Browns are going to lay it on thick. I do think that the Browns are still going to be able to get to Caleb Williams in this one, but I don't think that Shedeur Sanders is going to be able to beat Chicago. Shedeur Sanders might be able to beat Chicago. But what I'm really impressed with is the Chicago Bears running back situation. DeAndre Swift has had a really good year. Kyle Monangai has been an amazing rookie for the Chicago Bears. I'm still leaning that that Bears ground game is still good enough to tire out the Browns defense. This game looks like the Bears are 6.5-point favorites. I'm going to lay heavy into that, guys. I'm taking the Chicago Bears to win that. Santino, what do you think?
Well, sometimes you just think there's going to be an upset, man. And I think this could be an upset. I think Myles Garrett is chasing the sack record, and he's going to try to get that. And he's going to get that. And the next target's Caleb Williams. Shadeur's coming off his best game, man. He's trying to put on pants he's never worn before, and they're starting to fit.
I'll tell you what, man, it's going to be really hard to break that sack record when Caleb Williams only drops back 3 times in that game because they're handing it off over and over and over again.
It's true,
man. It's
going
to be real hard to break that sack record if you get minimal dropbacks on the Chicago Bears. Now, 2 things can be true, bro. Myles Garrett can still get the sack record, and the Bears can still win this game.
That is true.
It can still happen.
It could still happen, but I don't know, man. I think there could be an upset here. I think the Browns might lean into a crazy upset victory.
You're raising a lot of eyebrows in the chat, man.
That's all right, man. That's
You're
all right.
raising
Sometimes
a
you got to
lot
make
of
some
eyebrows.
risky picks, you know? And
Gator saying, really, Santino? Really? Eric saying, dude, he's hot. He's baked. He's ripped. Let's see. Too much coffee, Santino. Too much coffee. Let's see.
No.
Bears fans for life. I like it. Chiefs fan for life saying Bears. Caleb quarterback speed 60. Looks like most of the chat, 84% of the chat going with the Chicago Bears. Ladies and gentlemen, right at in about 30 minutes, in exactly 30 minutes, we are going to be done with our picks right here. So we're going to move quickly past this one. I'm taking Bears. Santino taking the Browns. That's our first split since the first game. We've been in step. That's our second split today. We might have another one here, guys. I've got the Bills and the Patriots. Now, y'all might think I'm crazy, but I think I've had this right from the beginning of the season. I am taking New England. I am taking my boy, Mike Vrabel. I am taking that offense. I am taking that defense, especially from the New England Patriots right now. I'm taking Drake May. I'm taking my chances with Ramondre Stevenson and Travion Henderson. I am taking my chances with Stephon Diggs. And I think that this game is going to be Patriots victory. What do you guys think? Santino?
Patriots, man. I agree with you. I do agree with you. They're number 3 against the rush in the league right now, and I think that's going to hold up against the Bills, man. The Patriots look good. They're riding high this year. They're having a phenomenal year. 11-2. The Bills just trying to stay in the talk of the playoffs. Like, the Texans might beat them in a seed this week. It could really happen, and I think the Patriots are going to take it.
Yep. Looks like Tamara saying Pats as well. Lance Bauer saying, yup. I want the Bills to pull off the upset, says Jacob. JJ Sword saying absolutely. Lauren D is saying Joshy Allen. Now, we're actually both on the outside of the betting column here, Santino. This game is supposed to be 1.5-point favorites, Buffalo.
Yeah.
But the Patriots are legit, and I think it's time to put some respect on that program that has been put together by Mike Vrabel. Vrabel has done an amazing job as the HC coming into this team that he used to play linebacker for, winning multiple Super Bowls with New England. So Diggs is a piece of work, though, says TM Martin for sure. Burn saying, yo, what up, Burn Shada? I see you guys out here. Gator saying it's okay to disagree. JJ Sword saying the Bills are like the Chiefs, not the team they used to be. DJ Jean saying Patriots. Robert saying hello to our chat. Good evening to everyone in the chat, guys. In about 30 minutes, we are going to be doing our Sway trivia. You can see that scrolling by at the bottom of the screen right now, guys. Go ahead and start downloading the app now. It is free to play today, guys. When I say free, we mean free, guys. It is free to play today. Last time we did this, it was 50 tokens, and there was a $500 prize pool. They said, we don't want anyone to have to pay. We want everyone to have access to your trivia quiz. We're going to make it free. So it is free to play. Now, they did roll back the grand prize to a $250 prize pool. So we are going to make some adjustments after this week. If we have too many winners this week, I'm going to rank it up just a little bit and make it tougher. But for those of you guys who participated last week, you know that it was fairly simple questions. It's going to be that same style again this week. I'm actually scared we're going to have too many winners, and you guys are going to win like 50 cents a piece or something like that. But
it's free.
But it's free. So, and
free
next
play,
week,
free to win.
If we end up with a couple thousand guys, we're gonna step on the gas on this one. Okay, so we're both taking the Patriots. Let's move on to the next one.
Next one.
Jets and Jaguars. You doubted the Jaguars last week. You're gonna doubt the Jaguars again?
I'm not doubting the Jaguars this week. No, last week there was a chance, but that chance was snuffed. However, this week I don't even think there's a question. Jets are down to their emergency QB. They just signed a backup to their backup's backup because they don't know what to do anymore. I don't have too much to say about this one. I just think it's going to be a very comfortable Jacksonville day.
Super chat came in saying, has Santino cleared concussion protocol yet?
For that Browns one?
Yeah.
I'm sticking with it. Gotta
Trust
stand
your
strong.
gut, man. I think most of the chat right now going to go with the Jaguars. Over 90% approval rating for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I took Jacksonville last week. Football Nation stamp of approval. I like Jacksonville. They are my new favorites to win that division here, obviously, in the absence of the Indianapolis Colts. I don't know that the Colts will win another game right now, the way that they're looking, especially with their schedule. We'll get to the Colts here in just a moment. It is 8 o'clock. I think both of us are going to take the Jaguars right now. I thought I would see an upset with the New York Jets last week. I don't know what I was thinking. I might have been the one in concussion protocol. That was a ridiculous – dude, it was a ridiculous pick by me. Foolish. I was foolish to think that the Jets were going to be anything more than what they have been, which is just mediocre at best. Who said that? Was it Richard Sherman? The Jets are mediocre. He was saying that about Michael Crabtree. That was that was a whole thing back in the day. 30-0 says Bishop Ray. It could be, man. It could be.
Ouch.
All right, guys. Let's just run past this one. I think 99% of you guys are going to go with that, maybe unless someone's got a sneaky upset that they want to pick. Okay, let's start the new poll, guys. Next question coming up quickly here. The toilet bowl coming up. Commanders and Giants in the NFC East. Who will win? Commanders or Washington or New York? Who will win this match? Now, I'm going to actually pivot here. Hold on. Real quick. I got to know. I need to know. Is Jaden Daniels supposedly coming back or not?
I don't believe so.
Because I've heard rumors and whispers that Jaden Daniels is questionable to return this season. Now, oh, there it is. He's ruled out. So that was a quick one. Definitely ruled out. So I'm going Jackson Dart with this one, man. The way that they got shut out last week, the way that the Washington Commanders got embarrassed last week, embarrassed by a failing Minnesota Vikings team right now, there's no way. I'm gonna take the boys in blue. I'm taking New York, bro. I'm gonna take the New York Giants. I know we got a ton of HTTR fans in the chat. Santino, thoughts?
I'm also going with the Giants, Mario. This is not only the Commanders look awful, not that the Giants don't, but the Giants are on a revenge game. Commanders beat them in week 1, and it's time for them be a bit avenged this late in the season. If there's anything going for him, it is a revenge game. I do like Jackson Dart. He's a goof, but he does a good job. He's quick. I don't trust Mariota anymore. The Commanders are looking rough and getting shut out by a Vikings team who, even though I am a fan of, they are not the greatest this year. I'm going to have to go with the Giants.
Yeah, man. I think most of the chat is going with the Giants too right now. It's a close split though, 51%, 49%,
close.
And Vegas has this one pretty close too at 2.5. So that's gonna be, I don't know, man. I'm gonna be wishy-washy with the Washington Commanders, man. I took them last week. I'm not gonna be made a fool of twice. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I'm gonna go with the Giants. So I think we're both in agreement there. So far, just 2 splits, man. We need one more split so I can at least tie up with you. We need at least one more split so I can tie up with you here, bro.
Well, I think we'll get some splits here coming up in the middle of the day games.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Let's move forward then. It's a little bit after 8 o'clock. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for those of you who are watching, I think we've got like 175 of you guys in the chat right now. First of all, what's up? Welcome in. We are doing our weekly pick'ems right now. By the way, I've also got a list of teams that I think should be power ranked, and I was actually going to do this whole list based off of those power rankings, bro. I never told you that. Hold on, where is my power rankings list? Uh-oh, I might have lost it.
It's gone. It's all right.
Yeah, it's gone. It's okay. We'll move
forward
here.
Gone but not forgotten.
Gone but not forgotten. I'll actually drop that on the website. I'll make a blog post on the website and give you guys my power rankings for the week. Let's move on here, guys, to the next matchup. We've got the Tennessee Titans and the San Francisco 49ers. I think you would be crazy to take the Tennessee Titans, but there's got to be one man who's local. Who are you taking here?
I'm not the loco guy.
Okay.
I'm going to have to go with the 49ers. The Titans don't really match up as a team to the 49ers on any way, shape, or form. But the Titans did scoop up a win last week, but I don't think they're going to scoop up 2 in a row. I don't think they are. 49ers are the better team. They're coming off a bye. They're fully healthy. Like, it might be brutal with 49ers at home as well.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I totally agree. I think 91% of the chat also agrees with this one.
There's no way.
This is the gimme game for sure. I think if you're doing pick'ems this week, 49ers is the smart, no-brainer kind of pick for that one. This
is the ticket breaker. Everyone thinks it's the easy pick.
Well, this is literally the biggest spread out of the week according to covers.com. Oh, no, it's the second biggest one. The largest spread being the one between the Colts and the Seahawks. Interestingly enough, the largest spread being the one between the Colts and the Seahawks, that at 13.5 points. This one at 12.5. The San Francisco 49ers expected to win this game. I think San Francisco's going to win. Come on, Titans, says Smoke Burp. What's the number, says Brandon. That's it, man. 12.5 points. Favorites for the 49ers. My Titans, question mark? No, says Earth Citizen. Courtney saying, yay, of course, I will pick the Niners. Omer saying they took those points look tasty off a Titans win. This 49ers defense is pretty soft, but coming off of a bye week, which is a huge point to be made right now. They are well rested coming off of that bye week, and I think the 49ers should crush in this one.
Yeah.
Titans are still going to be celebrating, says JJ Sword. Rake Flyers saying Frisco ranks 32nd in the sacks. CMC and Kittle. I like it, Paul Gregg. I like it, Paul Gregory. No upset here, says Ralph. I agree, Ralph. Let's move on to the next one. Let's go to the NFC South, one of the forgotten divisions in the NFL. Now, the Carolina Panthers are tied currently with the same record as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They are ahead of the Atlanta Falcons that you can see right up here, guys. That'll be the Thursday Night Football matchup. If the Panthers, I don't think it matters. The Panthers need to win this game. Yeah. They are neck and neck right now. It's a must-win game, it feels like, for the Carolina Panthers if they want a shot in the postseason. The Saints got a good win against a division rival. They played the Buccaneers last week, and I think, again, two things can be true, bro. Tyler Shuck can definitely be improving as a quarterback, but the Saints could also have had a fluke win with the right circumstances, which is what I think happened last week. So I'm taking the Carolina Panthers in this one.
I'm also taking the Panthers. They're fighting for playoffs. I honestly think they might make it into the playoffs over the Buccaneers, and especially since I'm predicting the Buccaneers are going to lose this week. So I think they're going to be 8-6, and the Buccaneers are going to be 7-7. Panthers with that seed for the NFC South starting Week 16. That's my guesstimate.
Panthers going with the Panthers as well, and you think and a bold prediction that the Panthers will make the You heard it here first, guys. Hold them to this, right? Because it won't just be
Panthers over the Bucs.
He's taking the Panthers over the Buccaneers to enter the postseason. Does he have something there? Does anybody in the chat agree with the Panthers over the Buccaneers? Really quick, let me show you one more time what that looks like, guys. Let me show you one more time what that looks like here. Taking a quick look at the playoff pictures, the Buccaneers sitting at 7-6 on the outside at number 4 right now. And then the bubble teams, the Panthers also at 7-6. Both teams sitting at 7-6. One has to get the win. So, okay, all right. Let's go ahead and turn that off. It's in the lockbox, Santino, says guess. Brandon. It's in the lockbox.
Take it today. I got the signer. December 10th.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, seriously. By the way, shout outs to Christina. It is my wife's birthday today. So
happy birthday, Christina.
Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Actually, her birthday was yesterday, but this is the first stream since we did it. Okay. This is the first stream since then. It is December 10th. Let's see. I think the Bucs can be a sleeper. I think they win. Bubble busting time, says DJ Gene. Panthers heading up. Buccaneers heading down. Ladies and gentlemen, we have literally 15 minutes until our $250 trivia quiz. So if you're checking in right now, don't go anywhere. There is a link in the description down below to our Sway app. It's not our Sway app, but the platform we're going to be running this trivia quiz on. It is single elimination, ladies and gentlemen. It will be single elimination moving forward for this. So please be sure to click the link down below if you want a chance at a piece of this $250 prize pool. Let's move on to the next one, guys. We got the Lions and the Rams coming up here. Lions and Rams. Okay. This is a tough one. I want to hear Santino's take first before I give you guys mine.
All right, man. I think this is going to be one of the best games of the week. First and foremost, I mean, you got a tale now as old as time almost between this Goff and Stafford matchup. They're constantly on revenge. Stafford used to play for the Rams, and now he's over. I mean, the Lions, and now he's over on the Rams.
Storyline, yeah.
You know, like it's always a cool story between these two. But I don't know. The Rams are probably the most put together NFC team right now, on all fronts, offense and defense. But unless Gibbs has a game to blow out the week, then I think the Rams are going to take it. I want to take the Lions, but I think I have to take the Rams.
You know, man, I do like the Detroit Lions, and I probably should have taken them last week against my Dallas Cowboys. Part of my choice in there was real, actual belief in the Dallas Cowboys and their offense. But the other part of it was my just affinity for the Dallas Cowboys. This time around, I'm thinking totally logically, 100% logical, and I agree. The Rams are a better balanced team. I think they've got a stronger defense. I think the offense, Puka Nacua, is unstoppable, bro. Matthew Stafford has been able to sling the rock like nobody else in the league. Puka Nacua has been unstoppable. Devontae Adams leads the NFL in receiving touchdowns, and that has not slowed down.
So crazy.
I think the Rams will win this game. I think it's going to be a shootout in Los Angeles. It's going to be a shootout in the Wild West. The over-under for this game is Rams are actually almost 6-point favorites going into this one.
Home team.
Yeah, almost 6-point favorites going into this one. I got to take Los Angeles, man. Let's see. This could be one of the ones. The good ones, the Lions secondary are all injured. Branches out. Yup. There's a lot of injuries saying Homer. That is facts, bro. That is facts. They've been getting hurt. I got Football Nation shirt I made on. Let's go, bro.
Yeah,
let's go,
let's
B-balls.
go.
I love it. This is not a logical NFL season, though, says Brandon. It's been messy. The officials have definitely been getting too involved in certain situations. Rams are 2-0. I like it. That's nuts, says Brandon. Let's go Lions. This year's trend, last year's teams are going down. Antoine saying fourth downs might bury the Lions. Antoine Jackson, you could be onto something, bro. 55.5 is a huge point total, though. That's a huge one, too. I think, bro, that we could see the over. I think both teams can put up 28, 30 points.
That's what you'd expect, anyway.
Yeah, that's what we expect for sure. Mario, I told you that Detroit would beat Dallas. Go Lions for life, says Daniel. Yeah. Okay, Daniel. Okay, you and Santino both were right.
That's right.
But 52% of the chat going with the Rams. Not a big enough split, guys. This one's going to go either way. So shout out are common in Los Angeles. Shootouts are common in L.A., says Glenn Paul.
I'm excited for that game.
59 with the Broncos. Mario Dixon saying, come on, Chiefs.
We're going to be covering that game, too, the Rams and the Lions. That's going to be a good one.
We are going to be covering this game, guys. We're going to let Brandon Perna and Tom Grassi take care of the Packers versus Broncos game. We're going to lock in on the Los Angeles Rams. The California teams and the California fan base has been really good to Football Nation. So much love to California. And Detroit, not only during the NBA postseason last year, but also during the Major League Baseball postseason this year with the Tigers. and, of course, with the Detroit Lions. So I really have a lot of love for these two fan bases, Detroit Lions fans, Rams fans. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. So we will be covering this game, not the Packers and Broncos games. Sorry if that breaks your heart, guys. Okay, let's move on to the next one here. It is that Packers and Broncos game, and we might get a split here. Now, the Broncos defense has been good, but they did just get taken into overtime 2 weeks ago against the Washington Commanders, which is why I thought the Commanders were at least going to score some dang points last week, but that never happened. Still, though, I don't fully believe in the Broncos. I am not a believer. I personally am not a believer. Now, I do like Pat Surtain. I do like what they've got going on defensively for the Broncos, but I also really like what the Packers have going on defensively with Rashawn Gary on one side and obviously Micah Parsons on the other. I think the Grossi Posse is going to be celebrating this week, and the Brandon Perna's party is going to be all kinds of upset for that matchup. I do think that Jordan Love, I agree with saying Love is more polished than Bo Nix. I agree with that too. I also think they've got the better running back situation. I believe in Josh Jacobs too. But Santino, what are your thoughts? Who will win this game?
You're picking the Packers, you said?
I am taking the Packers.
I'm taking the Broncos, man. I'm taking the Broncos. Broncos are on a 10-game winning streak, and they have yet to be defeated at home. Mile High is undefeated this year so far, and it could stay that way for the remainder of the year. The Broncos look phenomenal. Like, they're doing incredible. The defense is really good. The offense has been extremely good in the red zone. Red zone scoring, where like 60% of the time, like
Keep going.
I like the Denver Broncos, man. I mean, defensively, they're third in the league. They're only giving up 282 a game. They're shutting people down on fourth down almost over 50% of the time. On red zone scoring, under 50% is when people are successful. Like, the defense looks phenomenal.
Okay, all right.
Okay. I like the Broncos.
The Broncos this season, they're on a 10-game win streak. They played the Cincinnati Bengals, who did not have Joe Burrow at that time. They got a win against a Joe Burrow-less Bengals. They played the New York Jets. They played the New York Giants. They played the Dallas Cowboys. They played the Las Vegas Raiders twice. They played the Washington Commanders, and they played a Kansas City Chiefs team that doesn't know what's going on. By the way, they allowed the Vegas Raiders to score 17 points against them the last time that they've been up, and they allowed the Washington Commanders to put up 26. So the Broncos' defense hasn't been very scary over the past couple of weeks. They also allowed Kansas City to put up 19, the New York Giants to put up 32, and I don't believe that the Broncos are the better team. I just don't believe the Broncos are the better team. I think the Broncos are the more preferred team. Because that defense can occasionally do some good stuff, but you got to take into consideration that skewed number where they only gave up 3 points was against the Bengals without Joe Burrow, and another game against the Raiders where they gave up 7. So I'm not too impressed by the schedule that the Broncos have had either. I'm taking Green Bay, bro. I'm confident in it this week.
All right, Packers, Broncos, third split.
We're split. Ooh, that could tie it up, man. Here's hoping that all your splits are on the wrong side. Now, here's one that I think you might have changed your mind on by the time we got here.
You know dang well I'm not.
I think you were going for the Indianapolis Colts until you heard that the spread was 13.
You think you did change my mind here.
The defense is too good, man. The defense is too good for the Seattle Seahawks team, and with Daniel Jones having faced a torn Achilles, I'm taking Seattle all the way. Thoughts?
Without Danny Dimes, the team's in shambles. They scooped up Phillip Rivers on an emergency note this week, and that speaks volumes for what's going on there. If they are that desperate, just to find like a professional QB that they don't got to train just for the end of the season. in hopes of making the playoffs.
Bro, taking Phillip Rivers is
It's
crazy.
crazy.
Work,
yeah,
bro.
it's
44.
insane. I was blown away. Like, there's no way there's no way, man.
We're talking about Aaron Rodgers being in the Geezer Bowl, and they bring in someone who's a full 2 years and some change older.
I thought I was on a fake. I thought it was a fake post at first. And then I saw it was NFL, too. And I was like, get out of here.
Someone in the chat the other day on Monday Night Football was like, the Colts are signing Phillip Rivers. I was like, that's funny. No, that's for real. Like, wait, for real?
Blew my mind.
Good question right here coming in from Chiefs fan asking, who is playing Sway tonight? So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be jumping off here in about 5 minutes. We'll finish up these last two picks once this is over. But who is playing Sway tonight? Raise your hand in the chat, guys. Raise your hand in the chat if you're going to be playing Sway with us. It is absolutely free to play today, guys. It is a $250 prize pool going into this. You don't need tokens. You don't need anything. Santino raising his hand saying, I will be playing Sway today. Brandon saying, you got me. Robert saying, I'm in. TM Martin, I see you in the chat. Look at you, LaShawn Korb, in it to win it. Drew Lock will play the whole fourth quarter. Looks like Mr. Gator is in as well. Let's go, guys. So, about 4 minutes left, and we're going to be jumping onto the Sway platform, guys. Again, there it is. $250 prize pool this time, and moving forward, guys, no need to – it's absolutely free to play, so I am fired up for this game. I'm actually expecting like 10 times the results that we had from last week, bro. Like, yes. I'm expecting this to be pretty wild.
It's free to play, man.
It's free. That's it. 407 Florida, what's going on, my friend? I'm playing with my – okay, all right, Ray Flyer, to each their own. Jeremiah, cheers to you. Who else out here? Revenge Game. He was the best choice. What the hell, says JJ Sword. All right. Well, Santino, you're taking the Seattle Seahawks for this one?
That is correct. I'm taking the Seattle Seahawks.
I'm taking the Seattle Seahawks for this one, too, and 71% of the chat taking Seattle. Okay, let's run through this, guys. Vikings, Cowboys, I think you know where we stand on this one here. I think you guys
I'm just going to go ahead and write it down.
Yeah, I think you guys know where we stand here. Who will win? Is it going to be the Vikings or is it going to be the Cowboys? Who will win?
When I was doing the stat sheets for this game earlier, I almost put Vikings as all ones and Cowboys as all 32s. Just as a show. But no, I mean, legitimately on paper, the Cowboys have the better offense. The Vikings have the better defense. And the Vikings are one of the best teams against the pass in the league. Well, maybe not in the entire league, but for what they've been doing, they're doing pretty darn good. Against the pass, they're number 4. Number 4 in the league against the pass. And that's what the Cowboys are all about. So if they can shut it down.
Williams,
I know Javonte's there. I know he's there. Don't get me wrong.
I'm good about it. I feel good. I'm gonna go ahead and, just go ahead and dust my shoulders off. Because right now, these Dallas Cowboys, brother, I said it last week. I still stand by my Dallas Cowboys. They are still in the hunt for the playoffs. Technically speaking, so are the Vikings. I think loser goes home. And I think this game, it's going to be Sunday night football, guys.
It's going to be a
Sunday
fun one.
night football. Loser will go home. I am taking the Dallas Cowboys on this one. We are evenly split. We are going to move on because I got 2 minutes left. Here is the final pick, guys, the Steelers and the Dolphins.
Dolphins, Steelers. Me?
I'm taking Pittsburgh.
You're taking Pittsburgh? I was planning on taking Dolphins.
Oh, let's go, bro.
There we go. I had a feeling that we were splitting there.
There we go. So the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. Steelers 3.5-point favorites. Santino taking the Dolphins.
4-game win streak the Dolphins are on. I think they're going to keep it up. I know the Steelers are home, but turnovers are big on both these teams, and they've been doing it a lot. Dolphins, however, Tua has been playing mistake-free ball recently. He's been doing decent.
He's not throwing turnovers in bunches?
Yeah, he stopped throwing turnovers in bunches. I've stopped having to increase that interception number every single week, and it's slowing down. And I like to see that from Tua. I think it goes either way. But Dolphins have been looking great this second half of the season, and a lot better than I thought they would. I'm going to take the Dolphins for an upset in Pittsburgh.
It's not that hard to look great against Washington, New Orleans, and New Jersey. So, just saying, the Miami Dolphins, they have won the last 4 games. But they're definitely not a top-tier team. They're not a playoff contender. They're not a Super Bowl contender. I think the Steelers are going to be able to get the job done here. It's going to be a good game for Minkah Fitzpatrick, who should be, I'm double-checking if it's Minkah Fitzpatrick on the back with the Miami Dolphins here. It is Minkah Fitzpatrick. Obviously, he played such a long time with the Pittsburgh Steelers, but a lot of people forget he was drafted by Miami. He's back here. This is his revenge game after being traded away, so we'll see how the Dolphins' defense shows up in this one. But I think the Steelers got this one in the bag.
All
right, guys.
Good.
So,
good
split.
Pick'ems.
Okay. All right, guys. That is it. I'm going to leave this live stream open for now. Santino, if you want to jump off, you can, or you can hang out. It's time for me to jump over to the trivia quiz. I'm going to leave my headphones on so that you guys who don't have access to this on Sway can see kind of what we're doing. We're going to run through this pretty quickly on the Sway platform, but I love you guys. I'm going to jump off right now. Santino, I'm straight up going to mute my computer so that I can do this on my end and not have any interference. So
no worries,
okay.
Brother.
All right, I'm going to be rambling, bro. So if I'm here, then you already know. Okay. All right, cool. Sway. Oh, Santino, if you get a chance on your phone, bro, I don't know if you can record this or not. That'd be dope.
Let me see what I can do.
Okay. All right, guys, I'm jumping into the app right now. Okay. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Sway. My name is Mario. I am going to be y'all's host for today's game. This one starting in 5 minutes. If you've never done this before, welcome. This one is free to play. Last time we did this, it was a 50-cent entry fee. This time, we are good to go. It is free to play, $250 on the line as the prize pool right now. I am fired up for this. I hope that you guys are as fired up as I am. It's going to be a good one. AJ, I see you out here with the round of applause. Shout out to Andrew saying, go Patriots. National Football League saying AJ Manship. Who else is in the chat? I got Andrew in the chat. Kaylani Rivera. Hello, Kaylani, in the chat. Looks like Ra'an. Hello. Max Croker. What's going on? Hannah. Rock and roll. I see Brennan in the chat. I see Kate in the chat. Quick roll call. The smoke burp. There we go. Football Nation in the house. Bronco, what up, man? Saying Mario going Fario. We are going far indeed, my friend. Connor, what's up, dude? I got Wendy saying hello. Zachary and Shane also checking in. Colin, what up, big dog? Welcome in, folks. Don't forget to share this with at least one other person. If you know even just a little bit about football, this is going to be fun. And if you're wondering why the heck I'm wearing this headset right now, it's because we're actually live on YouTube as well. So we are currently live on YouTube doing our weekly pick'ems for the football channel. Those of you who don't know me, my name is Mario. I have been the host of Football Nation for almost 3 years now. We are approaching 100,000 subscribers on the channel. Fingers crossed that we get there by the end of the football season. But if we don't, we should be getting there by the end of the NBA season. And we do sports, ladies and gentlemen. We do a lot of sports. And you might be thinking, who is this goofy guy in the tie? Well, that's just me, man. That is who I am. Shout out to Courtney. What up, Football Nation, in the chat right now. We got 3 minutes left to go, guys. Easy questions coming up. This playoff season coming in hot here as well. The postseason is coming in hot. We were just talking about the postseason as well. We were just talking about the postseason on the YouTube channel. We were looking at it and breaking down the Rams, the Packers, the Eagles, the Buccaneers, who were the top teams in their divisions. And we were talking about the Broncos, the Patriots, the Jaguars, and the Steelers, who were the top teams in their divisions, and breaking down what's going to happen as this season goes on. Go ahead and let me know who your favorite NFL team is in the chat. Marco Chaidez back for more. What up, Marco? I see you, bro, saying go Birds. Hey, tough loss for Jalen Hurts, man. The first quarterback in a long time, I believe. Maybe the first ever. Someone can fact check me on that, to turn the ball over twice in one single play. That actually happened this week. Kind of crazy to think about. Looking through this chat right now, saying hello to everyone in here. Go Cowboys, says Brandy. I love it. Hey, Brandy, shout out to you. Shout out to all of my Dallas Cowboys fans. I am a Dallas Cowboys fan too. Rock and roll. Who are you a fan of? Maggie saying hello. AJ saying Tennessee Titans going to win the Super Bowl. You're not going to have much luck in this quiz if that's what you're thinking, bro. Go Bengals, says Kirsten. I believe that's the name right there. Yes, Kirsten, what's up? Candace saying Seahawks, what up? Imani asking if I am AI. Bro, last time I checked, I'm not artificial intelligence. We are live in San Antonio, Texas. You can catch the live streams on Football Nation, guys. The YouTube channel is pulling in over 3 million views a month right now, and we're cooking with something special. Okay, approaching the 60-second mark. Are you ready? We got 420 in the chat. I think many of you know what that means. 60 seconds here left to go. What's going on, guys? I see Gator saying Broncos, Dallas Cowboys for life, all in for the New Orleans Saints. Rock and roll. Football is soccer. Soccer is football, says Las Theas. Well, in this case, we're doing NFL trivia. NFL trivia. Should say so right here. Shout out to LaShawn Korb with the Rams. What up, LaShawn? Glad to have you in here. 30 seconds left to go. Logan Beal saying Miami Dolphins. Mike with the Colts. Eric Dexter back for more. Love you guys. Let's do this. Creeping in on 500 right now. Approaching the 500 mark. Ooh, it's getting good. I hope people are activating their notifications. We are live. 250 on the line. Mr. Lamar Jackson saying hello. What up, Lamar? 500 is wild, saying AJ Manship. Well, let's do this thing. We got 250 on the line, and here we go. Here we go, folks. Welcome to Sway. Welcome to Sway. We will be doing this every week for the next few weeks here. Let's start with question number 1, guys. Question number 1 going to come in hot. Question numero uno. 518. Here we go. How many points is a touchdown worth? How many points is a touchdown worth? Easy question. I hope everybody gets this one right. A, B, C, or D? Touchdowns are worth a grand total of 6 points, guys. 6 points. Looks like we actually lost a few players on that one. Field goal worth 3, safety worth 2, point attempt worth 1. Most of us probably got this one right. Let's move on to question number 2. Okay, question number 2, folks. Who is this quarterback? You see him? You see him right here. You better know the answer. Who is this quarterback? That is it. They go by super fast. How did you guys do? That quarterback was Patrick Mahomes, drafted 10th overall in the 2017 draft out of Texas Tech. Mahomes, obviously with 3 Super Bowl wins, is one of the greatest of all time. Tough season for them this year, though, but it's not over. Okay. Ooh, we lost a handful of players. That means pool. Question, which logo does this team belong to? Which logo does this team belong to? Ooh, would it help if I said America's team? I guess it's a little bit too late. Ladies and gentlemen, the answer to question number 3 was the Dallas Cowboys. A few people clicked the Texans. That's an understandable mistake. That star on the logo is because of the Lone Star State. So I do understand the confusion. That was the Dallas Cowboys. Question number 4. Okay, 4:30 remaining. Which team won last year's Super Bowl? It was Super Bowl 59. Which team won last year's Super Bowl? A, B, C, or D? Ooh, you have to know at least a little bit of football to have gotten that one right. Do you know the Muffin Man? No, the answer is the Eagles. Well done, guys. Well done. Most of you got that one right. The Philadelphia Eagles did win Super Bowl 59 on February 9th, 2025. Final score 40-22. Okay, poor Kansas City Chiefs. Wow, we're losing. We're dropping like flies. Which coach is nicknamed Big Red? Which coach is nicknamed Big Red? You are out of time. Time is up. Man, that happened fast. I hope you guys got your answers in. Get those answers in. Most of y'all got this one right again. Okay, guys, I see y'all. How much Football Nation is still available? How many of you guys went down already? How many of you guys dropped out? Okay, next question. Question number 6, guys. Question number 6. What division are the Ravens in? What division are the Baltimore Ravens in? Ooh, this is a tough one, guys. A, B, C, or D? The answer is the AFC North. Most of you guys got that one right as well. Okay, so you guys know a little thing or two about football. Okay, I'm going to step it up just a little bit here. We've got 400 players remaining. That might be too many. It looks like we're down to 250 after that one. What is this mascot's name? What is the name of the 49ers mascot? What is the name of the 49ers mascot? Time is up, guys. Make sure you get those answers in quickly. This might have knocked off a bunch of you guys. It sure did. Took out half of the people remaining. Oof, that was a brutal one, guys. That was Sourdough Sam. Sourdough Sam is the official mascot of the San Francisco 49ers. Lost a good handful of y'all, but this is what separates us. 5 questions to go. Where do the Chicago Bears play home games? Where do the Bears play home games? The answer. Ooh, that's a brutal one too. This one might trip a few of you up. The answer is Soldier Field. Well done. Looks like a couple of Bears fans in the chat were able to get this one right. Looks like we've got a good handful remaining, guys. Remember, a $250 prize pool. We are going to be splitting this here at this point less than 100 ways. So that's about $250 a pop. Who holds the NFL record for the most receiving yards? I'll let that sit. Who holds the record for the most receiving yards, guys? The most receiving yards in the NFL. That record is Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice, guys, holds the NFL record for the most career receiving yards with 22,895. That was set over 20 seasons from 1985 to 2004. All right. Most of y'all got that one right as well. 3 more to go here, folks. Let's do this. Who is this man? Who is this man? He looks familiar. I think I know that face. I think I know that guy. The answer, only one person got it wrong. Most of you got it right. Roger Goodell is the commissioner of the NFL since 2006. So, well done, guys. Most of y'all got with the first pick in this year's draft, says Dave. Okay, next question, folks. During World War II, which team briefly merged with the Philadelphia Eagles? During World War II, which team briefly merged with the Philadelphia Eagles? This is a true story here, guys. Your time is up. The answer is the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers merged with the Philadelphia Eagles in 1943 for one single season. They were known as the Phil Pitt Combine, officially and unofficially, the Phil Pitt Steagles. Okay, final question, guys. Here we go. Which Steelers player went on to become a Supreme Court Justice of the United States? Oh my goodness. Final question there, guys. Final question. The answer was Byron White. Byron White, guys. So here is the final answer. Your final number of players who won. Let's take a quick look here, guys. We have a grand total of 29 winners who are each taking home $8.62. Any Football Nation folks out here who took this one home? Looking for some Football Nation. A lot of American flags, though. I love it. I love it, guys. Rock and roll, man. So the final question there, guys. Byron White played for Pittsburgh in 1938. He led the NFL. Fun story here. He actually led the NFL in rushing yards as a rookie with 567 rushing yards. That was way back in the day. But Byron White went on to become a Supreme Court justice. He got a law degree and rose to one of the highest powers in the country. Pretty cool story. There's a million stories like that throughout the NFL. Anyways, guys, I hope that y'all enjoyed this quiz today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this trivia quiz today. Be honest with me. We've got 146 people left in the chat right now. We have 29 winners. Too easy? Too hard? What do you guys think? Was it too easy? Too difficult? Marco, I see you. Looks like Marco got a piece of that one. Let's go, big dog. I see you, Marco, saying too easy. Too easy. You really knew Sourdough Sam, though? Yeah, why not? We know them all. Looks like tough on that last question, though, says Adrian. Yeah, looks like Marco got it, too. That last one was rough, says Dom. It's obviously difficult. I don't think it's difficult, bro. I think this is actually one of our easier quizzes. If you check out Football Nation during our live streams when we have 10,000, 15,000 people watching our live streams, man, it's actually pretty fun. And the questions that I asked there are insanely hard. Like, almost nobody gets 10 out of 10. But it is what it is. Not too hard. This one was a good one, says Country. Thank you, Country. Thanks for letting us know. The only one, you got one of them wrong, but you got all the other ones wrong, Chance. I'm so sorry, Chance. Or you got all the other ones right. Okay. Let's see. Or good device, says Torrance. All right, Hunter. I guess to each their own, my friend. Winner for the cash, says Jessica Brand. Well done. Fun. Better than straight gambling, says Brandon. Rock and roll, Brandon. Okay, those of you who are left, quick shout-out to Jasper, Adrian, Shayna, and Spencer. We had Maddie, AJ, Chris, and Marco. Kelly, Ben, Jessica, Kathy, Tony, Ronnie, Dino, Clyde. Looks like Dev Hockey, Hand, Hunter, Enrock, Run, Tom, Quincy, Colette, Gabby, Dom, and Ken. You are today's winners. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. Gator got 10 out of 12. Tracy Martin finally got TM's name. Look at that. I'm writing that down, TM. But I'll keep yours as TM. I just wanted to know. Finally, I got your name. I love it. Okay. All right, guys. That is it. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. Thank y'all so much for being here. She was trying to keep it under wraps for so long. All right, guys, I'm off. Y'all have a great rest of your evening. Congratulations once again to all of today's winners. Thank you guys so much for playing. Until next time, you've been watching Football Nation here on Sway. As we say, let's FN go. Love you guys. Peace out. Okay, is there anybody still in here? We got anybody left in this chat right now? Let's see, is Santino still on right now? Oh, he is. I thought everybody left. I had no idea. Okay, what's up, brother? I can hear you again. I think. Maybe. Oh, maybe he's gone. I don't know. Is he still there? Maybe. Yes. You back? I'm back. Womp womp. What up, brother? Okay, that went better than last time. It didn't get over 1,000 like I wanted, but had 500 players. 500 players is better than, yeah, that's more than doubled for sure. It almost tripled there. So looks like we got some winners out here, which is cool. Looks like we got some winners out here, which was cool. We had 30 winners, bro. I don't know. Did you get to play? Fair enough. Nice. Awesome. Awesome. That was fun, says Game 7. Game 7, let's go. I'm still here, says LaShawn Korb. Earth Citizen, what up? Brandon says he's outie. I got a question. Which NFL team has the most Super Bowl wins? Right now, that would be the New England Patriots. Pretty sure they're both tied, actually. It's a tied way. I'm pretty sure both teams have 6. I'm pretty sure Patriots and Steelers both have 6. Tom Brady has 7 because he got 1 more with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and that's where there's a lot of disconnect. But I'm pretty sure both of those teams are tied at 6. Anyways, 10 out of 12. LaShawn, you got close. I got to number 6 and ran out of time, says Country. Ran out of time. That's a tough one. 11 out of 12. That's so close there, dude. 11 out of 12 is super close there, too. Well, guys, we're going to do it again next week. I think the plan is to still keep it at 250. That was a much better I think that was a much better run this week than last week. And hopefully next week it ends up being more. So we did have some people from Football Nation who won this week. Interestingly enough, you guys know him. Yes, you guys actually know him from the Fantasy Football League. Max in the Fantasy Football League for Football Nation. His little brother, no, Max didn't win. His little brother won. His little brother checked in and was like, bro, that was way too easy. But he's a football brainiac kind of like me. And these quizzes are fairly simple for someone who's in that spot. Long Drive Vids, you take care, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let you guys have the rest of your day. It's been an absolute pleasure, guys and gals. Thank y'all so much for playing. Love you guys. I will see y'all tomorrow night for an actual football game. We'll be here. Don't be square, because if you're square, that means you're not around. Get it?